Hey guys, Will and Alex here from StayFrostyCinema. We're warfighting.
Horfighting. This is Medal of Honor Warfighter.
Warfighter.
I just got this gameplay like 10 minutes ago because we haven't uploaded any Medal of Honor, so I was like, hey.
And we own the game for PC.
Yeah, for PC. That explains the mouse on the screen.
Yeah.
I like to record.
So this is the Tungawan Jungle Bears.
This is one of
and you're playing as the JTF2 because we are Canadian.
I started with Spec Ops and I didn't do too amazing, and I switched to Assaulter later in the game and I did good with Assaulter.
Now, for anybody expecting ultra settings gameplay, so our computer is more of like work attuned.
I put it on fraps 50 frames per second, half size, but I was very surprised at how well it played while recording because I didn't get fraps while playing. Like,
Anyway, enough about the technical side of this. Let's get to the point of this video. Is a Frosty review of Medal of Honor Warfighter. This is our personal. Alex is going to be reviewing the multiplayer, and I'm going to be reviewing the single player. We both know more than the other about each, and we're gonna try and give you a consumer stance of if you should buy this game, try this game, and see if you like it, or bypass this game. So why don't we just jump right in? You want me to start with a single player?
Yeah, kick it off with a single player.
Okay, so pretty much the single player is one of the awesomest things I've ever done in a first-person shooter. And that's how I'm going to start off this review. It was fucking awesome. The single player, essentially, you are like a tier 1 operator is what they're called in this game. It's like the SEALs, I believe you're squad like Mako or something. I think you're a SEAL. But anyway, so you're Spec Ops guys, pretty much. Not Black Ops, undercover shit, but like special operations. And the thing is, it's almost like you're playing an action movie because this is so well attuned to all like all the crazy shit that would actually happen in this warfighter scenario. I think the title could have been better, but honestly, Warfighter is pretty much what you do. There's like this I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's like an explosive going around, and essentially you have to go from target to target to target to finally get to the big bad guy behind it all. And there's a lot of variation between the levels, between the stuff you do. Undercover stuff, then you go loud. There's a couple of driving missions, and they actually made like a full-on driving system. Like, I'm talking like a Need for Speed driving system. Like, when you crash, guys, it actually shows the camera like it would in like Need for Speed The Run. I swear they got like the engine from that game and throwed it back into Frostbite 2 because it's like an authentic driving thing. Like, you actually, it's like awesome. I'm playing this, you forget it's a war game. Alex actually walked in and he was like, "What, did you torrent this?" I was like, "What? No, this is Warfighter." He's like, "Oh, I thought it was Need for Speed."
I thought you like torrented Need for Speed.
Yeah, no, because it looks like that.
Whoa.
It looks like that,
Really?
and it's legit. We don't torrent anything, but it's just want to put that out there. It's legit a really good and that shows you the devotion that these guys, Danger Close, that's the studios behind this. They went all out. Like, there is two types of cutscenes to it. There's like cutscenes within the game that are like game graphics. Then they did CG cutscenes, which are like CG quality, like high quality cutscenes. And so they really went full out in the single player, and it paid off because it's like in Call of Duty, you usually play some guy who apparently lost his larynx in the war because he never talks, and then you just go around following the main guy. This one, you actually know your character. It's like Preacher, and he was in the 2010 Medal of Honor, which I didn't play, but you still get to know him. It actually involves his family and everything, something that Call of Duty has never grasped. At the multi-billion-dollar franchise it is, it hasn't touched on that. And then these guys just sort of walked in and just trumped the whole thing. The level of depth that they got across in I played it on normal difficulty because I'm not a pro, but it wasn't a short campaign. It wasn't like disappointingly short, but it wasn't frustratingly long. I was happy with the length. That's personal preference, but I thought it was a good length campaign, and the amount of depth they were able to give that when it came to characters or anything.
I just want to quickly point out that little glitch in the thing. That's actually because Shift C is our button to record, and I was sprinting and pressing C at the same time to use my signal scan, but then I re-recorded recently, so.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, the very, very good campaign. One of the highest qualities I'd say I've ever played in a single-player FPS. And the Frostbite 2 engine is a technical marvel. If Call of Duty is not jealous of its existence, then something's wrong with them. I understand it only gets up to 30 on consoles, but this thing It looks phenomenal even when you can't go to ultra settings. They did a good use of the Frosty 2 engine, using each and every corner of it to make the driving like levels, the undercover levels and everything. You feel like a legit soldier. It's awesome. It's actually a really, really well done game. A great storyline. Really, actually, like I said, I'm gonna use the word depth again. That's like one of the best words you can use to describe this. The single player for me is about a 9 out of 10, personal preference. And I'll give you a thing. Why it's 9 out of 10 is because you can't. Some people may be disappointed only coming off of the scale of things like, I'll give you an example, Modern Warfare 2. Like, Modern Warfare 2 wasn't exactly
Can I point out what's going on here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was letting me in.
I was playing, and then Will knocked at the door.
And he's like, damn it, Will, bring your keys next time. I'm warfighting. Anyway, so something Modern Warfare 2, kind of, so many people play the Call of Duty campaign. So many people are used to sort of the campaign where it's like a large scale and there's nukes involved and all this stuff. This, it only ever stayed on the sort of Spec Ops medium battle scale. So some people may be let down by the scale of the battles that go on, but still it doesn't joke around when it says tier 1's like Spec Ops shit. You're doing undercover stuff, or like a lot of assassinations, sort of like to start off the level, you know how they like jump up from the water and then bring the guy back in. And yeah, so I'd say single player campaign 9 out of 10, and that's probably for FPSs, all FPSs concerned in the past like 5 years, it would be like a 9.7 out of 10. It's that good. It's a really, single player is one of the spots where this game shines, and in the entire industry, this game shines with a single player. I'm gonna hand it over to Alex to give you the multiplayer. There's my
okay, multiplayer. First things first. Very buggy on launch. Right before this game, I searched for all Hotspot, and I got in Home Run. So I exited that.
YOLO.
I fucking play Home Run. And then I tried again, all Hotspot, got in the same Home Run game. So I at that point, I just did Control Delete Exited. I was like, I don't want to play some goddamn Home Run. But they were really trying to be unique and their own game in the midst of Battlefield and COD. And so I think they're fun. I guess they are kind of in the middle. I mean, they're like kill streaks, kind of, and then it's like on the Frostbite 2 engine, just looks beautiful. And I don't know, like they really nailed it on the customization. Like in so many games, you're forced like to play like two sides or one of two sides, and it doesn't really matter. Like actually, like it does in Battlefield. It slightly matters if you're the Russians or the Americans, like, because your spawn points are all the same, or you when you're starting out you only use certain guns, but in this they just did home and away, and I'm like they just cut the crap with home and away teams. Like Call of Duty does this like I don't know what they do, like Delta Force versus I don't know what they're called, Op 4, yeah. And like no one really gives a it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter. So why not? They just cut the crap. They did home and away. It's like still the same thing, because you can be any like Warfighter nation you want. And they also added like the Warfighter nations things with like spending tokens on Battlelog. I think that's a really good way of using Battlelog, like better than Battlefield did. So I think EA is happy about that. Warfighter nations though, like I don't know what you get for being first place. I just know that if you donate tokens every day, you can get like XP bonuses. So I don't know. That's pretty good. They fire teams. I don't know anyone on PC who got this. So if you happen to get Warfighter and you have Origin, add us. It's Luthalex. Just add me. It'll be in the description and it'll be in the kill feed when I get a kill. So yeah, that's great. Fire teams is interesting. I like how you don't have to like select. Like I don't know. It is unique. Like they did a good job of being their own unique game, and the customization really nailed it. The score streaks, that was a feature they had where you can either or. That was from Medal of Honor, the original. So when they brought that back, they did that really well. Apparently, the maps.
The way I would describe
from how much of it I've played, I think they're pretty good so far. I can't really maps.
I'd say that this is gonna sound weird, but for the people who have had access to Frostbite 2, I think Dice personally knows how to use it to make a better map. It seems that this is just sort of like Battlefield style.
Oh, I do want to comment something on the maps. It's so hard knowing where you can and can't go. I know there's one of the maps that's really rocky, or a few of them, and you can't know what rocks you can like climb up on and which ones you can't. It's like so ridiculous because it's like this is like 2 feet high and I can't get over it. Like they needed more clear visual indicators and map icon indicators besides the red line that are like, hey, you're going out of the map.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting hit by Lego concert.
Oh yeah, this is kind of
that might be our preview.
That might just be our preview. So maybe the people are like, what are we talking about?
Anyway,
who knows?
So where were we?
Maps. Like I haven't played on the maps enough to know. Like it's like first day anything. You don't know the maps at all. Like this one I played on, this jungle one I played on like a few times before. I swear this wasn't laggy.
This is our preview.
Okay.
For our preview, this is like 2 frames a second.
So, I called it in the objective, but there are no guys there, so I'm like, oh shit, I gotta.
You can see where they stopped building the map.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, at the beginning, like the very beginning, like you would spawn outside of the map and you could not get in. Like in the first couple of days. It hasn't happened since, but like the first 2 or 3 days of Warfighter, you could spawn like outside the map, and you just had to commit suicide. You had to like throw a grenade on the ground and kill yourself. And that was really annoying.
Shit, this is laggy. Thanks a lot,
Windows. Yeah. So yeah, I can't really comment on them. So far, they seem pretty good though.
Yeah. I've played a few, and just they're not the pinnacle of map beauty, but they're really, really well made. The way I think it's almost like a Battlefield combat style, mashing with the almost the attributes.
A lot of people say it's like a combination between. Also that guy destroyed me because you always have to aim down sights. Always, if you hip fire, you're like 99% gonna lose. And that guy like got hidden behind the tree, and I lost like exactly what I was shooting at. That was just all around bad by me. But yeah, the map. Spawns, I think got better. I think they especially with spawning out of the maps.
Game glitches like any other.
Like you gotta know, buddy spawn is like spawning on a squad mate. You could die any second. Fall back. Sometimes I guess you could be spawn trapped. I don't know.
Yes, they did a good job, I think, of comparing the final multiplayer product and the beta multiplayer product. The beta multiplayer product was attacked by. I noticed a lot of sound glitches, which is annoying because like you threw a grenade and it didn't go off. You'd see the explosion, and you'd be confused, like did my grenade go off or something? A lot of sound glitches there. There was spawn trapping issues, and they cleaned it. They did a good job of cleaning it up. Like I remember sometimes you would get killed in a grenade, and the kill cam wouldn't show the grenade, so you'd just be flopping around in midair.
Oh, also I'm gonna talk about like weapon balance and class balance.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too great. For what shines out for me is Spec Ops, Point Man, and Assaulter, because I don't know, they just have the easiest to use guns. The maps aren't made for sniping, but apparently the TAC 50 is one hit kill anywhere, and a lot of people are using that. I wasn't raped by it in this game, so I think it's, I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty good overall. Overall,
okay, we're not gonna give this rating this game an out of
10 for multiplayer. I'm not gonna
but
do that.
We're just gonna do a buy, a try, or pass. I would say, as far as single player is concerned, as far as multiplayer concerned, if this looks like your type of game, look into it before you're gonna get it. You can't just expect to pick it up and just be a breeze. It's definitely got an audience.
It's not bad actually. Like,
I would say buy.
A lot of people are hating on it, but I don't think it's that bad. I think it's actually pretty good.
I give it a buy.
I would give it a buy so you can come play with me.
Yeah. Yes. So that's we give a positive review to Warfighter. Positive.
Generally favorable.
The reputable.
Yeah, you'll probably see more.
Yeah, you'll definitely see more. If someone has Warfighter out there on PC, add us. It'll be in the description, and come play with us, bro.
All right, like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy jazz. Stay frosty.
Especially stay frosty. Of course. Can't forget that shit.